Good afternoon, everybody. It is a little around 5. It is Wednesday. We have been here 4 days at our new house. It has been a hummer of the past 5 days. That's how I'm going to put this. We were supposed to start moving Saturday, and we didn't because of the rain came in. Sunday, we woke up to a hard freeze, and then it went from a hard freeze to sleet to a slushy rain to snow all day Sunday. It didn't make, we didn't have a coating or anything, but we had to move in the snow. Cold, cold. It hit 37 and the 15-mile-an-hour winds made it feel like the 20s. It was cold Sunday. Um, but we did get everything moved in. And this has been exhausting. When we finished unpacking Sunday, we literally crashed. We didn't do anything. And then Monday, I spent the day looking for my salt and pepper and everything like that to, you know, cook. So, but yeah, we're in our home. We're happier. We still haven't laid the carpet down in the living room yet. We're going to do that Friday or Saturday because I still got my washer sitting here on the front porch and not moved it in. Just, I haven't. My spare room was completely packed from wall to wall, all about 2 feet from walking in the door. And now you can actually walk in it, and all the clothes are hung up, and just, my books and, 2 chairs I've got to get out of there. Other than that, you can walk in it. It's functionable all right now, where I've unpacked and got everything done, but it's been exhausting. I reopened my wound on my hand, my cut, and it got horribly infected, so we had to take the whole section of my knuckle off, if you could see that, where it's now missing, because it was green and yellow, oozy pus, thick, thick pus. So we had to take the knuckle off so it can heal with new skin. I also sprung my ankle, and where it was to the point where I couldn't bend it forwards or backwards or walk on it. I had to stovepipe my leg when I walked. I couldn't bend it like you normally do when you walk. So, and I went to the doctors for that because my doctor in the valley also has a clinic up here about 14, 15 minutes away. And it's just, for minor things I'd go to. So I went there and they did an x-ray, and it's a level 2 sprung ankle, where in between the ankle bones, the muscle, and the tendons are sprung. So I have to spend 2 to 3 days rest, ice, compression, elevation, rice, as she called it. So it feels a lot better today. It don't hurt that much. I'm keeping the compression sock they've got on it for me, so it helps. And then wearing my Uggs, as anybody knows what Uggs are, because it seems to, with the compression sock and wearing my Uggs, being winter, might as well wear them. It helps with the compression of my ankle, so it don't hurt so bad. It has been a long, rough week, I should say, but we are finally at home and we're happy. Today is and I'm trying to back up so you guys can actually see. It is dark outside. It has been overcast, sprinkly rainy all day, and a good breeze. So it's been very, very cold today. I mean, it's been 60, 61, but the breeze and the damp weather doesn't feel good. But I'll start filming on my front porch, which covers the whole house, the length of the whole house. And but no, as far as my symptoms of my Lyme and everything, I am pushing through right now. I'm really, really pushing, because I still have those spiky rock knots on both my shoulders and the left side. Like right there, when I touch it, it just rubbing it hurts. like somebody literally took and did jagged rocks and just put them in my shoulders. I'm dealing with that. I'm fighting through the fatigue. I've slept pretty much today, and I slept half the day yesterday. With the cold weather, my bones are aching, so it gives me constant electric pulses. Um, so that's not been fun to deal with, but I've really pushed to my limits to get through this move. Um, Today has been a big sensory of noises that I can't handle, like my wind chimes. I started posting a few minutes before this one, but my wind chimes with the wind, that noise just drove me nuts, and I had to go over there, take it, and sling it on the ground. And then my pit back here was playing with his toy that makes noise, and noise is a bad thing for me today. But I know sooner or later it's going to hit me, and I'm going to just wake up and go, nope, I can't get out of the bed, because I'm starting to feel that my body is getting weak and worn out and fatigued, and the pain is horrible. But I'm pushing through it because, of this move we did. But I tell you, it's been a rough week. It really has. I mean, I'm happy being here. I've not had a single headache since I moved in here, because I'm not having to deal with the wood and the smell of the wood and everything that I'm allergic to. So I've not had a headache yet, but lack of sleep is definitely on my list. It really, really is. But I'll post rarely right now until I get to a point where I'm comfortable with what I've unpacked, so I can then take my time. I mean, I'm still looking for things. I lost my medical bag over the weekend again for the second time, and I didn't find it until Monday, and I lost my brother-in-law and them, well, mostly probably my husband, packed it up and brought it over here, and I didn't have it for all day Sunday, and I didn't find it till Monday afternoon. So starting those back up, being 2 days off my bone medicine and my guts, and like my gut, even on the medicine, the gut medicine is not working, and it is keeping me in constant pain and in the bathroom. Also, my doctor who does the testings, the x-rays, CT scans, MRIs, said that I am to choose between a partial or a full hysterectomy due to the issues going on with the cyst and the mass. So when I go down on the 16th to talk to Miss Garland, my normal doctor, I've got to decide which one to do. So I'll probably do the full hysterectomy at 41 years old, and they're going to also take the mass out and do a biopsy on it and see what's going on. Next week I've got my mammogram I've got to do, since I've got more masses. So I do another mammogram next Wednesday, I think, next Wednesday or Thursday, and then the following week I see my doctor. So it's miserable cold. I don't know if it would be, if the sun was out it would feel good, but it isn't, and I've not really been able to step outside and enjoy where we've moved yet, which is plenty of property and open land. It's just, I feel my symptoms kicking in after pushing myself through the move, and I'm slowly my body's starting to slowly shut down. And then with the sensories of noises I can't handle right now, literally at all. Any high pitch annoying noise, like my wind chimes are still making noise because they're dropped down on the bottom, and I was hoping they weren't going to make that much noise, and they are. And it's really getting me. But so far, that's my past 5 days. I think I'm going to spend the rest of the week of trying to recoup and get my energy back and take my medication now that I found it again. And I'll just restart the whole unpacking process next week, because my body is where, after this move now, my whole body is constantly like this, tremors. So, tremors. So, I need to really take the rest of the week off and just try and recoup and get the tremors to stop and my body from aching so bad from the move that because as we all know, Lime loves cold weather, hates heat, and being fall and cold, it seems to be. And then with my ankle injury, my re-injured my hand, Lime attacks, bruises, and injuries, and I can definitely feel it. So I'm going to spend the rest of the week just chilling out and trying to recoup from it all. But hopefully you guys have had a good week so far. Look for the silver lining, because if you don't, no one else will. Hopefully it's a little bit, you're enjoying the fall weather, because it's cold here and I'm going to go in the house. But, excuse me, love you guys and God bless. Bye.